Black. It's a colour we New Zealanders wear with pride. Whether it's our athletes, our farmers, or some of New Zealand's most successful clothing labels, black is where it's at. But there's a Kiwi who started this trend long before Fred Dagg decided all black was all good. While we'd like to claim they're a Kiwi, they're a bird of a different feather, a black petrel. Endemic to New Zealand, the black petrel seabird once bred in colonies from the top of the North Island to the top of the South. But since we've all moved in, they now only call 2 islands in the Hauraki Gulf home. They're one of New Zealand's most at-risk seabirds, rating head, shoulders and beaks above many others. Since we started counting in 1995, overall numbers of breeding birds have declined. While earlier widespread population drops could be attributed to vermin such as feral cats, pigs, stoats, ferrets and rats, their primary threat nowadays comes from commercial and recreational line fishing. They are currently classed as vulnerable on the conservation scale, but one more step and they could become endangered. Let's not let this happen. So then, what can we all do to help end the black petrel's decline? Commercial fishers have regulations to reduce risk to seabirds, but they're not the only fishers on the water. When fishing in and around the Hauraki Gulf, we do so alongside black petrels and other vulnerable species. By making just a few changes to the way we fish, we can avoid harming not just the black petrel, but many other New Zealand seabirds. Firstly, if you're using a chum or burley bag, sink it down quickly so it attracts the fish, not the seabirds. If you must discard of any fish scraps, do so away from where hooks are being set. Or even better, keep these scraps covered as well as any bait. Use heavy sinkers to sink your hooks quickly out of sight, and be mindful that birds are truly at risk when the hooks are close to the water's surface. And lastly, as a general rule, if you're starting to attract a few feathered friends close to where you're fishing, do your best to move to another spot. In the event that a bird is caught, having a few basic tools on board and the knowledge of how to unhook a bird can make all the difference. A net for lifting the bird out of the water, a towel to wrap up the bird and cover its eyes, being careful not to cover the nostrils, snips for cutting the fishing line, and pliers to flatten the hook's barb, or small bolt cutters to cut the hook in half before removing it. These seabirds are often gathering food for their young chicks, so by looking out for one, you can positively affect the lives of many others too. So come on New Zealand, jump on board. Look out for our all-black seabird and keep our country's pride in all things black intact.